Sorry about that. Yep. It is a Monday. As I like to say, what is happening, my good people? What is going on? Listen, despite this, all of this, it is still a lovely day. It's a wonderful day. And there aren't that many souls out here. There's people shoveling our cars, which is a joke. Like, where are you going? I mean, this is a mess out here. That's all there is to it. And you're probably wondering, what the hell am I doing out here if that's the case, right? But anyway, before I even get to that, I just hope everybody's well. Everyone's doing fantastic, in good spirits, the whole nine. You know me. Despite this, I am trudging along. It's so weird. How is the snow deep here and it's not deep over there? Yeah, it's definitely over a foot of snow. Probably. And I'm going to get snow in my boots because I didn't lace them up to the top. Imagine running in this. I would love to be honest with you, but I certainly have not planned to run in this weather. But let me see where this leads me here, because I just thought it'd be a brilliant idea to come out here today, only because my lovely wife is home with the snow, and her job told her to stay home, so that means my podcast pregame is coming at you right here. Fuqua, what is happening? I'm dying here. The snow is too damn much. Fuqua, listen, there's that part of all of us that doesn't want to deal with this. We just had a storm last month, which this one's actually worse, if we could believe it, as you well know. And Fuqua, thanks for hopping on board. I appreciate it. I appreciate you. You know that. The thing is that yes, we just finished pretty much coming out of the last storm, knowing that the snow was just about gone. There were little pockets of mountains in certain areas, but all the streets, the sidewalks were clear. And now we get to this. And yeah, of course there's that part of us that says, I don't want to deal with this. I've had it. This is a disaster. And me, I'm not a winter guy. But you know me, I've embraced it. You've watched me for God knows how long, whether it's running in the cold or now this is my first one in the snow. Charlie, what's happening? Worse today or last time? No, this is worse. This is definitely worse. I think last month was what, about 8 to 12? This is easily a foot now, and it's not supposed to stop till what, like 2 o'clock? So, yeah, this is by far the worst. And just to get people an idea, especially for those who aren't in snow weather cities, and I get it that people in upstate New York and Buffalo and in the Midwest and north of the border in Canada, they probably look at this and be like, man, this is light work. And that's what it is. That's what you got to think about it. Fuqua, we can't look at it as like, depressed. Yeah, you know what's going to be worse? When the snow stops and all this gets shoveled. I mean, look at this. Just to give you an idea. No cars. There's nobody out here. There's not a soul. As a matter of fact, here comes an ambulance. There is no one out here. And rightfully so. But the thing is that we've endured snowstorms. We know what it's like to be, I see you. We know what it's like to be out here when the elements are like this. And I may walk in the street. Should I? It's another car. Shocker. I may walk on the sidewalk. I'll walk on the street. What the hell? So yeah, running 150 minute all at once or 50 minutes 3 days in 1 week. 150 minutes at once. 3 hours? I would do that. Oh, it's 2.5. Nah, you better break it up. It's best to do it that way, if you ask me. Unless you're a seasoned runner where you could go out for 2.5 hours and run. Last time I ran 2.5 hours, straight. Well, it was New Year's Eve, but then I stopped and started, you know. But, yeah, I come out here to do this little podcast pregame. Like I said, the wife is home, so obviously I can't be in the comfy, friendly confines, but that's all right, because this is a metaphor for life. It's not meant to be comfortable. It's not meant to be luxurious. It's not meant to be with ease. It's not meant to be just smooth sailing. No. And even my wife last night, she thought I was crazy coming out here. Thinking like, oh, you're going to go out there and do your podcast pregame? I say, yeah, you're going to be home. I owe it to the people. I got to give them this. What do you think? Just because of snow? And funny enough, when the last storm hit, I didn't do a podcast pregame because I didn't come out here. And I was trying to figure out a way to do this, but I said, nah, I'm coming out here today. I don't care if there was 50 feet of snow. Because, one more time, I owe it to you guys and gals. So this isn't a situation where like, oh, well, I'm not going to be able to do this. Here goes a plow. I'm not going to be able to do this. It's too this. No. We're doing this today. And now getting wind in the face and snow. But, yeah, tough. Fuqua, we just got to deal with it. But you know what? This isn't even the worst of it. The worst of it is when it stops and when it gets dirty and when it gets slushy and when it gets wet. And that's when it's really bad. But you know what? That's what you got to deal with. That's just how it is. Think about it. You got to look at it twofold. Woo! This is where you got to just open your arms and say, brace it. And people can say, what the hell are you doing out here, JAYREELZ? But you know what? We need this in life sometimes. We need to have this type of, and I understand this is voluntarily. This isn't something that I absolutely have to do, but I want to do this. And people can think I'm a little nuts or crazy for doing it, but I don't care. Because part of what you said, Fuqua, keep pushing, dog. Where are we heading? We're just walking in the neighborhood. I usually do a podcast pregame. I got my podcast coming around 11:30 today, sports. Talk a little USA, Canada, NBA, etc. But yeah, New York City, just plowing my way through. Let me hurdle over this. We've probably gotten what? I would say at least a foot of snow. I mean, look at the cars, ready? But Fuqua, as I was mentioning a second ago, I mean, look at this. I love this. This is great. But the thing is that, right, once it dies down and it's the calm after the storm and we're digging ourselves out of this and it's a mess and it's slushy and it's dirty and it's nasty. But as I was going to say, Fuqua, we're one day closer to spring. We're now less than 2 weeks from moving the clocks up to where we have daylight savings. So that is the light at the end of the rainbow. Now, I get it. This is going to be a disaster for God knows how long. And I think there's more snow coming at the end of the week or midweek, whatever. I mean, but you know what? You got to deal with it right now. And yes, would it be nice if it was 80 degrees? My guy Bastien was on. Val! No, that's all right. It's all good. If Bastien from Hong Kong was on, it was 80-something degrees. Or Bio in Southern California. I know it's got to be about, I checked earlier, I think it's like 50 degrees. But, yeah. This is a whopping storm. And it's supposed to stop, I think, about 3 o'clock. Here I am, sound like a weatherman. But no, it feels good to be out here. You know why? Because one of the things that I've talked about, I'm not even running, but guess what? Yes, Warriors did win yesterday, Val. Boy, excuse me. What was I going to say? One of the things that I started talking about, especially on my Instagram account, it seems like 5 months ago, but really it was last month, where you try to get through this seasonal depression. And Fuqua, this is for you or anybody else out there that's dealing with this. Yeah, it's easy to get wrapped up in, the snow and It's here. Is there anything we can do about it? Does it suck? Absolutely, especially for those who don't like the snow. But you know what? Again, look on the bright side. Daylight savings time, 2 weeks from today, it'll get dark around 7:30. On top of that, we're one day closer to spring. I mean, think about it. March is on Sunday, less than a week away, which, by the way, a live stream on Sunday, 12 o'clock. No, maybe 1 o'clock. Stay tuned for that. But I'm doing a live stream for the 8th anniversary of the podcast. But, yeah, I mean, it's just, you just gotta grin and bear it. And even when you're walking in the streets after this, and even if more snow's coming along the way, just like anything in life, it's temporary. It is. And that's how I look at it. You can't look at it as like, oh, let's wish these days away. Oh, I wish it was already April or May and it was 70 degrees. Oh, I wish the sun was out. Yeah, we all wish that. But you gotta deal with it right now. You gotta deal with what's happening at this moment. And you know what? I'm embracing this. Yeah, I may get sick of it. Yeah, I may have a day or two I'm in the apartment. I'm like, I want to get outside. But you know what? Go outside. Get out there. Later for this. Because, yeah, that seasonal depression is real. And we've had a rough winter. One of the roughest winters in quite some time, because New York has not had a winter like this probably in a decade. But you know what? So be it. So what? Because guess what? Before you know it, all the snow will be gone. Much later than sooner, but all the snow will be gone. Warmer days are coming. Longer days are coming. And people are going to start complaining about, oh, it's just too hot out here. It's 90-something degrees. Oh, I wish it was wintertime. And that's the thing. When you have people who complain and people who bitch and moan about it, it's like, come on. You either embrace it and deal with it, or just shut up. Case closed. Oh, thank you, Val. Fuqua, I have access to a gym. Oh, good for you, Fuqua. That's great to hear. You work out a lot, Fuqua? I'm curious. I'm sure you do. Come a couple of cars. Oh, this guy's stuck. Hang on. This guy's stuck behind me. You hear him skidding. Why would people want to drive in this weather? It's beyond me. I mean, is it that serious to get out here? It's not. Will Smith. Sharks Foundation, yes. Jack Hughes, yes he is. 4 likes, oh, that's good to see. Tremendous Ted, I like that name. To get to work? Nah. Well, I'm gonna be working in about an hour and 45 minutes. Thankfully, my job is to talk sports here on this channel, among other things. I mean, obviously this isn't about sports at the moment, but yeah, you just gotta grin and bear it. And Fuqua, that's good that you have the access to a gym and be able to let out some of that, whether it's pent-up anger, frustration, the never-ending saga of this winter. Why is it that you see, there's the other thing too. I could say, why is the wind and snow blowing in my face? Hey, I can't complain about it. I'm out here. All right, now it's going this way. But, yeah. This is a winter wonderland indeed. But anyway, let's talk about some SPRTS. Worst part of winter, poor neighbors. Yeah, exactly. 100%. Excuse me. And where I live, not that I live in a bad area of the Bronx, but yeah, who knows? Like, have they even come to plow? Look at this. They haven't come to plow yet. If this was Manhattan, if you go to Manhattan, you won't even see a snowflake. It's crazy. But anyway, yeah, so some of the things I'm going to talk about live stream today. Obviously, USA, Canada. And I got news for you. I know I'm not in. Here's the one thing where I know I am in the majority. What's that, Val? Avery Hayes. Oh, recalled. Penguins. I know I'm in the majority when we look at the game yesterday. And listen, Canada, I thought was the better team. I mean, think about the start of overtime. Start of overtime, 3-on-3, which I'm going to get to in a second, was Connor McDavid taking the face-off, Nathan MacKinnon, and Cale Makar. Those guys are probably 3 of the top 5 players in the sport, arguably. And they're all going to the Hall of Fame. And I thought right then and there, I said, how is US going to win this game? Because to me, I thought they had the better skaters. And as we saw, what was it? I don't know, a minute some odd into the overtime? What was it? I forgot, minute 38 or whatever it was. But the 3-on-3, to me, ruined the game. I understand that the international rules, and I think they revised it this year to where they had the 3-on-3 overtime, is a 20-minute overtime. To me, that should have been minimum 4-on-4, or if you want to play the first overtime, 5-on-5, and then the second overtime, 4-on-4, and the third overtime, if it gets to the third overtime, 3-on-3, then fine. I get it. But they should have made it 4-on-4, because 3-on-3 was a joke. For 20 minutes, you knew that game was going to be. I had a feeling, just knowing that it was MacKinnon, McDavid, and Makar, I thought the game was going to be over in the first 30 seconds of the overtime. And I get it. The network doesn't want to have a 3 overtime, 6-hour game, which obviously would have been an all-time classic if that was the case. But they don't care about that. They just want to get an end result. But you know what their rating would have been if that would have been 6 overtimes or 3 overtimes and a 6-hour game? Forget it. Everybody would have been watching that. But not the case. And yeah, I have a problem with that. And a lot of people have a problem with that. 3-on-3 is just weak sauce. I mean, the game was over in a heartbeat. And to me, I won't go as far as saying it ruined the game, but it certainly is so anticlimactic. Despite the fact that the U.S. hockey team has not won since the Miracle on Ice, that the game didn't go till 3 in the afternoon. Switching hands here. Oh, the Cubs signed Conforto. Look at that. Sidney Crosby. Well, it's a lower body injury, and obviously he couldn't play. So, Val, I think remember, he's what, 39 years of age? No, he's 30. No, he'll be 39 this year, August 7th. And, excuse me. Sorry for the spitting. Yeah, August 7th. No, I think Crosby, listen, he's going to probably take as much time as he wants, considering that he's an older player, doesn't recover as quick as the younger guys. So therefore, it's a scenario where he's going to, I'm sure, ramp up as fast as possible, but that doesn't mean that he's going to automatically be back on the lineup come. Well, I think the first game is Thursday against Jersey, and then they play the Rangers on Saturday. But, yeah, that game, oh my God, look at this. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, I don't know if the Penguins, yeah, I'm sure they're going to take their time with Crosby. I mean, I would. Without question. Can you add the $2 billion war chest? Whether the MLB lockout storm, yeah, you would think, right, Fuqua? I agree. And I've said it before, and I'll say it again. I know Bruce Myers, the interim MLB players exec, but yeah, they gotta. I don't want to say they got to, but I think it'd be in their best interest to get a former player in there to be the player executive. Hang on. I know the elements and what are all these people driving? Why? People out here wilding. I wouldn't drive in this weather. I don't care. Should I cut through here? Hang on. Uh-oh, one more time, people. Sorry. Yeah, I know it may be a little dicey. And I watch these cars come through because next thing you know, they skid and then they hit me and phone goes flying and who knows where I'll be at that point. Yeah, this guy goes around. Oh, that guy's a cab? Get the hell out of here. I ain't driving out here. Nuts. Anyway. But, yeah, so I'm going to talk about the USA goal game, USA-Canada game. And give it up, Connor Hellebuck played, he was the MVP. First star of the game by far. But they had their chances, man. Canada, they had a ton of chances, especially in that third period. Devin Tays on the doorstep. What a save by Hellebuck there, but stick save. The Macklin Celebrini, your guy there, Val. That guy's going to be, that guy, he's a kid. He's 19. That kid is already a star. And he had a big Olympic tournament. What else you had? Oh, Nathan McKinnon had a wide open net. I mean, geez. Yeah, they had chances. Oh, here comes two big giant plows. I'm going to have to get the hell out of the way here. Uh-oh, what do I do? Let's go this way. They're coming through. I know the Bronx doesn't get their due, but the players and owners need to... You're right, Fuqua. 3 plows, wow. You're right, Fuqua, 20-year deal. And you know what? It would serve baseball right. Think about this. Maybe not 20, that's going to be too much. Another plow's coming, jeez. It may be too much for them to think that they can't go, let's say, 10 years. Because I'm sure that they don't want to be locked in a big-time deal for that course of time, especially if, let's say, if there is a salary cap. But my thinking, I should probably go back this way. Yeah, my thinking is this. If baseball were to sign, they're probably going to sign maybe another 5-year deal. That's going to be my guess. Well, let's say they sign 10 years. Knowing that the networks, whether it's the NFL, NBA just signed an 11-year, $76 billion deal. Look at the WNBA. They signed a big media rights deal as well. Baseball also did so recently, but it was only 3 years at $2.4 billion. So imagine if they were to finally get something hammered down. They should be able to cash in on that, considering the type of year they just had. Considering the year that they just had. Getting to a Game 7 of the World Series, Dodgers, Blue Jays. Yeah, I think I'm going to go back this way. I mean, it'd be the best thing for them. And I understand they got to get to that agreement first, but how I look at it is that if they sign, let's say, not even 5 years, let's say they sign 7 or 8 years, the CBA, that means they're going to have 8 years of content. And we all know in this day and age, everything is about content. So they're just screwing themselves if they don't find a way to hammer out a CBA here between now and December. Well, really now and let's say March 1st of next year. Or maybe even March 15th, who knows? Because they'll have a spring training to go to April, I guess. I don't know. And even if they do have a short season, they play 144 games like they did in 95. So that's what we're looking at here. All right, check this out. Ready? Flame Sharks. Fishing Angel and J-Rod. I mean, this is light work for you guys out in Michigan. You probably can't even see that because it's just a mess. I know, I'm probably making the camera worse. Yeah, I'm doing my live outside today only because the wife's home. But, yeah, Fuko, that's what I got. They only say the injury is lower body. Yeah, NHL's, yeah, they're not going to relinquish what the extent of the injury is. Yes, Fishing Angel. Although I know me and Jay went not back and forth, but yeah, I hate the 3-on-3 overtime. I hated it. Hated it. And there's a lot of people that feel the same way, so it's not just me. But I remember Jay and I were back and forth at the overtime. He goes, who do you think's going to win? I said, I don't know, probably Canada. I mean, as I said just a short time ago, they started the overtime, Canada, with Connor McDavid, Nathan McKinnon, and Cale Makar, arguably 3 of the top 5 players in the sport. I mean, and those guys are lock, capital, underline, lock Hall of Famers. I mean, how do you think that, not to say that USA didn't have a chance, but, it destroyed the game. 3-on-3 in a 5-minute overtime in a regular season, understood. That's different. 3-on-3 and it's 20 minutes? Come on. Hated it. That should have been at least 4-on-4. You want to take it back to the old rules? Do that. I understand the 5-on-5, they're not going to do that because they don't want a game to be played 3 overtimes in 6.5 hours. Although it would be an all-time classic. And the ratings would be through the roof. Isn't it all about the ratings, NBC? But no, they're not going to do that. Because hockey's not there. Jeez, that guy scared the hell out of me. Now he's probably going to bitch and moan. Shouldn't be out here driving anyway, my guy. There's another car coming. Oh, Fishing Angel, I thought it was gone. Oh, I was telling Fuko a little while ago. A.K.A. Dad Chips, A.K.A. Tatsuo Mai, A.K.A. Jonathan Sean Cup. Let me cut through here. A clear sidewalk. Hang on. Thank you. Excuse me. Wait, was that J-Rod? What the hell? Was Cash Patel doing a locker room with the hockey team? Oh, yeah, come on. I didn't even know about that, really? I agree. What the hell is he doing in there? Snowplow. But, yeah, obviously I'll do my podcast today. I said 11:30. even though I'm going to head back to the apartment in a few minutes, just to kind of thaw out. I think I just trapped myself in here. Oh no, there's a path here. Look at this guy. This guy's out here. This is a guy that just honked at me, scared the hell out of me. And now he's doing a U-turn. Man, just take your ass home. Who would want to come out here to drive in this to begin with? Is beyond me. Oh, well, I gotta go to the supermarket. Well, walk to the supermarket. Oh, walk, it's 3 miles. It'll do your body some good. Trust me, I've done it. That's the thing. People always take the easy route. That's why I'm out here today. I was telling Fuko a little while ago. And Fishing Angel, this is for you. I know I hate the snow. I don't like the winter. I can't stand it, but I've embraced it as I get older. And even though once the snow stops, and it's gonna be about 18 inches on the ground, and it's just gonna be shoveled and pushed aside, and slush and ice and dirt and poop from the dogs and so on and so forth, it's just a disaster. But guess what? It's all right. We're one day closer to spring. 2 weeks from today, it's gonna start getting dark later. So here comes another car down here. Come on, guys, really? So yeah, we just gotta, this is when we talk about living in the moment, we gotta embrace it. And this is why I'm out here. Because what are we gonna do? With the wife being home, another guy coming down this way. Because what are we gonna do? I understand we want to be all comfortable and have our feet up or whatever, but this is a metaphor for life. This is some of the things you got to deal with. And I understand I'm coming out here voluntarily to do this, but at the same time, hang on. But at the same time, I think we all need this. We all need the chance to not let this take over as far as our mental, emotional, psychological bandwidth. When you come out here, not to say you gotta have a snowball fight or to build snowmen or anything like that, but yeah, you get out, you get air. Because we're cooped up inside throughout the entire winter. And the seasonal depression, I was talking about that before. I'm not letting that sucker get the best of me. So this was one of the reasons why I came out here to do this. I could have been like, well, hey guys, I'm not gonna be able to do a live today because it's snowing outside. And I remember when we had the storm last month, as I talked about, I wanted to get out there and I did. And I said, I'll just postpone it. I said, nope, not today. I'm getting out here. I don't care. I'm getting out here to talk about it. You watched the closing ceremony. Yeah, I didn't watch the closing ceremony either. Yeah, Draymond was a scratch. Yeah, and the Warriors, yeah, they beat Denver yesterday. And to think, no Steph Curry. Oh, wait, is this the same guy that was driving before? Oh, no. Yeah. So I have obviously the live podcast. And big week this week. Sunday's going to be the anniversary live stream. And there's going to be some things that I want to discuss. I'll talk about it on Wednesday's live. Because I understand the sports world's been kind of quiet. I haven't really posted a lot of shorts, but I've been doing a lot of behind the scenes stuff. And trying to increase the visibility of the channel and finding ways to do that. Part of it is that, not to say less is more, to a certain degree it is. There's a lot of truth in that, but yeah, I haven't posted as much because I've been trying to find out what's up with the algorithms and trying to find out, to say the right things and not just keep putting stuff out there. Even though if there's something that needs to be talked about, I'm going to talk about. But anyway, I'll share that more on Wednesday's live and especially on Sunday's anniversary, because that podcast, yeah, we'll talk sports, but that's going to be more of a celebration of all of us, not just me and the podcast is you guys and your support and everything that you guys have done to support me and follow the channel and follow the podcast and all that. So yeah, we can kind of think back on the year past and look forward to what lies ahead, and obviously a lot of the goals, the plans, etc. that I want to share, the behind the scenes stuff. So yeah, all that. Why go out in cold weather? Alternate, hey, how I look at this, why not? It's easy to just sit at home with your hot chocolate and put your feet up. Sometimes we need this just to kind of invigorate ourselves, to be out here, to get fresh air, to look at this as a positive and not a negative, that, oh, the snow, and oh, it's this, and oh. And it's great to be out here. I know it may be a little cuckoo, but that's just how I'm looking at today. Hey, Flip, you've only seen snow once in your life? Wow. I know there's a lot of people that haven't seen snow either. Seems cold. Was that Rip? Yeah, it's not that bad out here. Oh, I'm being chased by a vicious dog.
He just wants to fly.
No, I know. Hey, what's up, buddy? Hey. Yeah, I know a lot of dogs love being out here in the snow.
Everyone's like, how could you have him out here? I'm like, how could he have me out here?
Yeah.
He wants to be out here, right on.
That's it.
Okay, come on.
It's like who's walking who, right?
Yeah.
It's always the case. Yes. What's that? Fit seems cold. Nah, it's not that bad. Let me see if I missed any comments. I know I'm babbling over here. Thursday, NHL starts. No, NHL starts Wednesday, pal. Yeah, I think I'm caught up just about. Look at this. I'm going to get run over here. People probably like, get this guy out of here. You're not scared of snow and cold weather? You know what, alternate? Give me 85 to 90 degrees and sunny all day, any day, and twice on Sunday. But if this was me 5-6 years ago, I'd hate it. I'd be like, oh, I'm not going outside, whatever. And listen, as you get older, and you'd only hope you're getting wiser, sometimes you gotta just embrace it. Again, I understand maybe a screw loose on my brain, but Lord knows I'm gonna be stuck inside these next few days whenever the snow stops. I think it's supposed to stop about 3 o'clock. And yeah, it's gonna be a mess after that. I wish all the snow would just get wiped away. But while it's coming down, what the hell? And only because I do a podcast pregame on Mondays, also Wednesday or Thursdays too, I figure why not? Let's come out here. Just like I went for a run on New Year's Eve. Now they got snow. And who knows, there's gonna be a time in the summer where it's gonna be 90 degrees, I'm gonna be out here running. And people are gonna say, what the hell are you doing out there running? Yeah, so the cold weather doesn't bother me. It's all right here, it's all in the mind. Again, would I like to be laid out on a lounge chair in the Caribbean right about now? You're damn right, but I'm not. So I still gotta enjoy the moment while I have it, because it's temporary. Oh, is that right, Val? That's very nice of you to say. I appreciate that. Thank you, Val, for your support and the love. And yes, the combine, I think it starts today, doesn't it? The 23rd? Yeah, I can't get wrapped up in the combine. Yeah, I can't. The combine to me is just, I understand it's a showcase, all that, but I wouldn't watch a second of it. I don't care if somebody runs a 40 in 2 seconds. Let me see him do it on the field with contact and with pads on. Different story. All right, here comes another plow. Should I go this way? Excuse me again. All right. I know. What do you have? 26 and 13, I think, right, Jay? Yeah, Pistons have, and I'm going to talk about them on the live. I mean, it destroyed the Knicks. But do you know who their next 6 games are against? Or 5 of the next 6? Retouch off. What the hell is this? Oh, did I hit something by accident? Sorry, guys. I know. Yeah, I'm going to start heading back to my apartment now anyway. When someone passes you driving by in their warm car and sees you running a Blizzard, yeah, they probably think I'm nuts, but I think they're nuts for out here driving. But you know what? Hey, some of us have to take a break from the norm. And you know what? I'm one of those who are willing to do that. And believe you me, it'd be tough to run in this, even though I do have trail shoes. But you know me, I'd run in this. And people would really think like, yo, what is wrong with this guy? It's like, People can say that all they want, but to take the immortal words from the great David Goggins, when people say, oh, you're crazy, oh, you're nuts for going outside, oh, you're this, you're that, I said, I'm not crazy, I'm not nuts. I'm just not you. And there's the difference. And I'm not talking about you who are watching right now, but you know what I mean. Yeah, I think I'm going to cut up this street here. What street is this? You can't even see the street signs. They're covered. Yeah, I may cut through here and head back. But David Goggins taking souls. Yes, you already know, Fuqua. But real quick, J-Rod Fishing Angel, Detroit, San Antonio tonight, OKC Wednesday, and they play Cleveland twice and San Antonio again. 5 of the next 6 games are against those 3 opponents, which I think is going to be very interesting. So you may get a preview tonight and Wednesday of an NBA final, whether it's San Antonio, Detroit, or OKC, Detroit. So just think about that. Snow here caused no school today. Yeah, I know all the schools are closed today. Wife didn't go in to the office today. People complain about being tired and you already conquered a winter storm before summer. Taking souls. That's right. And Fuqua, this right here could take a lot of people's souls. Oh, it's too cold. Oh, it's snowy. Oh, it's this. So what? Do I like it? No. But am I going to stop living? Or stop doing what I want to do? Absolutely not. And there's the difference. Yeah. Pistons game is on Peacock. Still at Peacock, so I'm watching. Oh, good for you, man. Val, born in Ukraine. Oh, is that right? Snow here caused the... Look at that. Think about Val. I did not know he's born in Ukraine. All right, people. 10:15. All right, I'm going to head back to the apartment. I'll be on, I would say 11:30. I may be on sooner, depending. But after I strip myself of this winter gear and get myself together, yeah, I'll be on. Talk about the game yesterday, NBA, college basketball, a little baseball. That's it. Not much else going on. And obviously, it's a big week. Live stream Wednesdays, you know. Another live podcast Thursday. And I also have another big thing, which I'll talk about maybe Wednesday's podcast, too, in reference to what it is that I'm doing. Not a soul to be found. All right, everybody. Hopefully I'll see you later. Looking forward to it. And what did Fishing Angel say? Facts. Screw what other people say. You tell them, Fishing Angel. Absolutely, 100%. I love it. Here comes a car. All right, with that being said, I'll see you guys later. Much love always. Much love for the support. And, of course, until later on the flip, baby.